Hey guys, Decav13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play the Somnium files. We're back here questioning Sejima, with all his fucking body swapping nonsense going on. You know, I was thinking about it before, but like, I was trying to wrap my head around all of it. I'm like, so who's in whose body right now in this route? So the last we heard, well, you know, here is where Sejima successfully got away. Well, Saito successfully got away after killing Iris, and Ota was able to swap with Boss, then killed Sejima. I have to wonder though, because Sejima does end up dying on other routes of this branch, so it has me wonder. Well, actually, Sejima still ends up dying on Ota's route. So I guess he ended up switching with Boss on that one too. But on Mizuki's, we end up actually killing Saito because he doesn't get an opportunity to swap out of his father's body. Meanwhile, the endings where Iris is alive, I guess it's still so in her body, but we never actually see her again because she doesn't wake up. So, I have no fucking idea. Alright, why'd you display the bodies the way you did? Like, what's the end purpose of all this? Seriously.
To harass you.
Me? What, me specifically?
I wanted to bring out the hatred in you. That's why I called Mizuki to Bloom Park. That's why I streamed Iris's murder.
I wonder, what the fuck is the connection between Saito and Date?
Because they were important to you, weren't they? I wanted you to feel cornered, trapped. I wanted to punish you, Kaname Date.
Why'd you take out your victim's eyes?
You know all about the prototype sync machine, don't you? That should explain it.
I knew. The prototype sync machine differed from the one at Abyss in a few key ways. The machine at Abyss is more sophisticated. Nano cables from the sync gear enter through the gap between the eyeball and the socket. Oh, I see. Because it happened with Iris on her ending, too. I guess the prototype sync machine ends up ripping out the subject's eye. They then travel down the optic nerve canal to the brain. That's not the case with the prototype, but the prototype sync machine isn't so advanced. To perform a sync, it cuts a hole. You need to remove the left eye. Manually. The subject and the syncer have to remove their eye from the socket. I see. Otherwise, the cables cannot enter the brain. Of course, even with the eye removed, severing the connection to the brain isn't necessary. The extracted eyeball still has optic nerve and blood vessels connected. After a sync, the eye is supposed to be replaced back in the socket. It's supposed to be safe. Side effects are rare. Unless the nerve or blood vessels are damaged somehow, replacing the eyeball isn't too difficult.
Of course, I don't really care about eyes. I don't need them. All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sync. And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious. Once I was finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern to me. Why would I bother replacing the eye? I was just going to get rid of it anyway.
Where are the eyeballs that you removed? Oh.
Shoko's is in Renju. Renju's is in Iris.
And Iris's is in So. And So's is in Boss.
Iris's is in Dad. Dad's is in Boss. Their stomachs, I mean.
You sick bastard.
Yes, I ate them. immediately after exchanging personalities.
How horrible.
Why didn't the Sync victims resist after waking?
Ah, the prototype sync machine has a special feature. It administers a strong dose of sedatives to the original body, and a stimulant to the host after a sync. That kept them docile.
What's your motive?
Homicide is my hobby. I have a tenacity for it, what can I say?
Yeah, you're a sick fuck who gets off on killing people.
Of course, it was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut. If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crimes. I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them. It was also a matter of revenge. Against you. It's personal. That's why I chose people close to you as targets. Well, except for my father, of course. That was personal to me, but don't ask. It's embarrassing.
It's because another woman because he had another child without your mother, right? Or something like that. But yeah, revenge against me?
This series of murders was like a journey for me. You know, traveling through bodies to finally reach the end. That's the thing about traveling. You always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do you think that is? Your home. A trip is only complete once you return home. The same goes for me. When I return home, my travels
Let me guess.
will come to an end.
Is Date's body Saito Tsujima's?
So I'll be needing it back. My body.
What?
You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. I feel miserable.
You mean?
Oh, and that's why that's why the medicine to Date.
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it, Date?
This body is yours.
That's what I've been telling you!
I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
Yes, you do.
That is because I regularly supplement it. They must have increased your dosage too much.
No, but the person who had this disorder was number 89. The original Cyclops killer.
89 wasn't the killer,
That is what I believed as well.
but 89 isn't the Cyclops killer. Saito is.
But we must have misunderstood. Pewter did not specify who exactly was imprisoned. Only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
That's strange. That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
Oh. Wait,
That must be it.
Rohan switched bodies with Falco!
Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain.
Oh, fuck.
Pewter must have known that.
No way.
I was confused. I didn't understand any of it.
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our starting point. Whose brain was he in before Boss?
So Tsujima.
And before So?
Iris. And before that, Renju.
Before that,
And before
Shoko.
that, Shoko.
And before that,
And before Shoko?
whose body were you in before Shoko?
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year.
Oh.
I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man.
That's why Rohan suddenly got so violent.
They housed me in a special hospital. But I still had those fragments of my mind left. Just as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole. I took my time, slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything. I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami. I got her body, and she was in Rohan's. When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind.
And she killed herself.
She was confused, panicking, running up the emergency staircase, and then...
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
After that, I spent a year perfecting my plan, using Shoko's body. I spied on you all this time. That's why I know everything about you.
Who were you before Rohan?
In that body you are operating right now, in that skull, my personality lived there.
Wait, hold on. If what you're saying is true, what about my personality?
It was in Rohan.
Wait. So... he's Rohan?
I'm not Rohan!
Correct. It is just as he explained earlier. Number 89 was in Rohan's body. In other words...
Wait, Date was number 89? That's Date?
That's my real
body. Holy shit. That was Date. Holy shit.
Sorry, but time's up. I want my body back. It's quite simple. Sync with me, and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't. I know it.
Huh?
Date, look! This is streaming live!
Let me guess. Mizuki. Oh, Hitomi. You bastard.
Damn you!
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Aiba, where's the source?
It is being routed through numerous IPs.
Damn it.
I cannot identify the source.
Pewter, contact headquarters, now!
Got it!
Now, what will you do? Will you agree to my request? Date, I'm hurt. Don't you care about what happens to her? Do you understand the gravity of this situation? A bomb is strapped to her body. You're too stubborn. Or maybe you're just cold-hearted. You want to see what will happen when her flesh burns and tears and scatters? If you aren't quick, you'll see the whole thing. You know I'm not bluffing, don't you?
I didn't agree no matter how many times he demanded it of me. I refused again and again. Let me guess, that's a bad end. When I saw it, I understood. Boss's body rolled into the corner of the room. I didn't want to think anymore. Anything. Nothing. I closed my eyes and ran my palm across my face. I could taste blood. So I have no choice but to obey him. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's load it up. Man, this timeline's so fucked. So I'm trying to think ahead. So that means in the current timeline on purple, Saito is in 89's body, since he was last in Renju's. So this would be that would be them switching back to their original bodies. Somehow that worked out. So no wonder. It was no wonder 89 was so different than how everyone described Falco. Because that's Rohan, right? Yeah, that's Rohan Kumakura. Oh. I guess this is just standard for Uchikoshi games, huh? Just this massive fucking headache. Oh, this is why I don't want to play like 999. I feel like I'm gonna lose my fucking mind with this shit. Oh man. Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about this shit. I will say, at least on purple, it's a bit less fucky with bodies. Oof.
Date!
See? I knew you wouldn't refuse. I know you well, don't I, Date?
I did it. I did it. I'm back. I got it all back.
Hey, where's Hitomi?
All right. I'll tell you as promised. Boss's house. However, it might be too late by now.
What? Why?
Return my body and I'll tell you the location.
Not that she'd be safe.
That's what I said. I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
You bastard!
You're the one who injured that body. It's your own fault, really.
Damn it!
Be seeing you.
Yeah, Aiba! That's right, Aiba's still...
Date, are you alright?
Aiba's voice barely resonated. My eyesight was hazy, a heap of broken images. Sweat was building on my palms. It felt like my throat was closing up and I was struggling for breath. In my ears, the rushing blood of my heartbeat was the only sound.
Everyone's dead.
Shoko, Renju, Iris, Oda, Hitomi, Boss. The flesh remains, the mind is lost.
I couldn't do anything. Saito had me right where he wanted me. Nothing. Nothing.
Parallel worlds exist.
The words suddenly echoed in my head. I couldn't remember who or where or why, but I thought that if there really was such a world, then me in that world, I is another.
Could I have had a better future?
I prayed that I could. I felt my consciousness sink into a black abyss. I guess that's the end of Green. Annihilation route end. So that means we only have one left. Let's get started. Back to purple.
You're awake.
Damn it!
I don't think you can release yourself.
Well, do something about it.
What is it you expect me to do?
Come out of my eye socket and get this off of me!
I cannot.
Why not?
My body has short-circuited. It must have been the electric currents from earlier.
Gah.
But fortunately, my communication functions are still operational. I attempted to reach HQ and Abyss personnel for support.
And?
No response.
Great.
They ignored you?
There must be pressure from the higher-ups. Likely a result of Congressman Tsujima's interference.
Yeah.
He thinks I'm investigating Monika's case.
That is not the only reason. So Tsujima holds a personal grudge against you. He wants you dead.
Yup.
That is likely why Pewter is attempting to delete my data.
Are you okay?
For now. But if they breach my final layer of ice, they will destroy me.
I
would cease to exist.
Saito.
You're Saito Tsuchima.
Oh, so you figured it out.
Renju's body on the ground, without his left eye.
You just transferred in.
You were inside Renju, weren't you? Until just now? You used the machine to exchange minds, then got rid of his body.
Close, but you're a little off. I didn't get rid of the body. He died of natural causes. But what interests me more is you. How do you know you can use the sync machine to exchange minds? The way you're talking makes me think you know why I took out his left eye.
But how? How do I know that? Why do I know that? Why do I know about Saito, the prototype machine, changing personalities?
The current. Did it unlock your memories? Then tell me, this body was originally...
Mine.
Mine.
That means your body...
This is your body, isn't it, Saito?
The words came out easily. I don't know why, but in a moment of harsh realization, I knew. Number 89's body is mine, and my body is Saito's.
Well, if you know that much, then this should be easy. Give me back my body.
Where are Iris and Hitomi?
Don't worry, I haven't killed them. Yet.
Yet?
The brain you are currently occupying has an interesting quirk. It releases a flood of dopamine and endorphins when it kills.
Is that what you're saving them for?
I thought I'd take that brain back before killing those two. In front of you, of course. Which is why I haven't killed them yet. Such beautiful eyes. I was going to begin the sync, but I think I've changed my mind. I want to see you mad. But what will really set you off?
If you don't shut your mouth right now...
All right, talking it is. What should I say? Do you have any questions for me?
It's early Wednesday morning. Shoko was killed last Friday. That was day 1, which makes today day 6. For 5 days, what was Saito up to? I decided to ask him what he did every day until now. Saito explained what he did on Friday. At 4 AM, Saito began his plan against Shoko. He called Renju to this abandoned factory and switched bodies with him. After taking Renju's body, Saito killed Shoko, then brought the body to Bloom Park. But as he explained it to me, I somehow felt that I already knew. I didn't understand why. I felt like it was being etched into my brain. Why was Shoko's rental phone in the horse?
Oh, right. I put that there. When I was fixing Shoko's body on the horse, her phone fell out of her clothes. I forgot that I had given her one. I didn't want to take it with me, and I didn't want to toss it away. So, I decided to push it into the mouth of the horse.
The merry-go-round horse's mouth was hollow, which allowed the phone to fall down into its body.
Day 2.
I was still in Renju's body. My next target was Iris. If I asked her to come to the abandoned factory, I knew she would be skeptical, so I called her to Sunfish Pocket. I even video called her, but for some reason, she said no. This was around 5 p.m. I was still Renju, the president of Lemniscate. I didn't think I would have any trouble getting her to trust me, but...
Date, do you remember? Saturday evening after syncing with Mizuki. Inside the Somnium, you thought you saw Iris's body, so you called her.
That's right.
The time was 4:52 p.m., right before Renju called Iris. You told her.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Lock the door and stay at home.
Iris didn't accept Saito's proposition because of your warning. If you did not warn her...
She would have been taken here.
I decided to pick her up in Renju's car. I thought that if she saw me in person, she would trust me. However...
You got in an accident around 6:10 p.m. and lost consciousness.
So unlucky. My plans were ruined. But my ultimate goal is still achievable. So it's all good.
Day 3.
After the accident, my body was taken to Central Hospital. I regained consciousness just past 12 a.m. Sunday. The surgery was a success, but Renju's organs were in a horrible state. But I had somewhere to be, I left the hospital, rented a car, and headed to Iris's house.
I know what happened after that. You got to the Sagan household at 2 a.m. You pushed the intercom button.
He was sweating buckets and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes. He said, "Come with me."
You got Iris to come with you, but when you tried to bring her here...
I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
Oh, you know that too?
You didn't give her the sleeping pill this time?
But you're exactly right. I was planning to put her to sleep in the car, but I didn't have my drugs on me. The sleeping pills were inside Renju's crushed car. I was pushing my luck. My plan and my body were both in shambles. I'm sure the painkillers were affecting me as well.
So then you called upon Rohan to help you.
My mind was scrambled, and I couldn't think straight. I couldn't chase after her. I needed to sleep. I managed to make it back here and collapsed on the ground. Next thing I knew, it was the next day. I woke up around noon on Monday. Renju's body was about to expire. By Monday, Renju's body was almost completely dead. And of course, my consciousness as well. That's when I got a call from a Mr. Amanoma. The man you call Pewter.
So what's your relationship to Pewter? I knew the story after that.
The boss told me that number 89 was coming. Then, Renju asked, "Is there any way
not
we can
Saito's
let
relationship.
number 89 escape?"
Renju, his relationship with Renju. That's why he did it. He didn't know it was Saito. So Pewter came up with a plan to help number 89 escape. Rohan, as number 89, got into a car with Saito, as Renju, and fled from this place.
When I heard that number 89 was coming to Abyss HQ, I came up with a plan. Iris trusts this number 89, this body. I thought I could use it to get to her. And there was another reason. I planned on eventually switching bodies with you. You and I would get our original bodies back. And after I do that, I will kill Iris and Hitomi in front of you while you're in this body. A rather nice plan if I do say so myself. That's why I asked Pewter to help number 89 escape. I wanted this body at all costs.
What happened after you escaped with 89 in the car?
I brought Rohan, who was inside number 89's body, to the abandoned factory. Rohan was my partner in the Cyclops serial killings 6 years ago. So naturally, we had a lot to talk about, but I didn't have much time left. Not to sound like a broken record, but Renju's body was almost done. It was completely useless at this point. So, I put Rohan to sleep and began the sync. As a result, this happened.
Renju.
It's just like I told you. He died of natural causes.
About the shooting on Monday.
Just mercenaries I hired. After I woke up Monday, I arranged the hit. They were expensive, but I had access to Renju's bank account. I paid them with his money. Of course, my intention was only to kidnap Iris, but after I got this body, I didn't really need them anymore. But they had already been paid good money, so I decided to leave the arrangements as they were. And then, Pewter. I told him about Iris and hiring the assassins. I told him he could use them for whatever he needed. And he acted on his own, without consulting me. I called Iris about 24 hours ago. Tuesday at 1:40 a.m., I started a video chat with Iris. Long time no see. I'm sorry to call you out of the blue like this, but I need to see you. Iris got so excited that she dropped her guard. I told her where to meet, and she agreed right away. It was all according to plan. I knew that if I looked like him, she would do anything.
I've been looking for him for 6 years.
I see.
So she was talking about 89, or Date.
That is why Iris left Matsushita Diner.
So the person she trusts most.
You, Date. Number 89's current body was originally yours.
After Iris got into the car, I put her to sleep. I restrained her and called Hitomi.
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies.
And that's why he asked me to come.
I used Iris to reel in Hitomi. And you. Thanks for being so cooperative. But you did drag your feet. I was getting tired of waiting.
Okay, about Monika's murder.
I was only 12, but I remember it vividly. On that day, 18 years ago, I heard my dad on the phone. I'm going to see Monika. I followed him. I got into a taxi and followed my dad's car. He went to the Harbor Warehouse District.
Why did you kill Monika?
I've only ever been happy when I was killing something. Before Monika, I would kill cats and pigeons. It was the only way I could feel happiness. The only way I could feel anything. But like a drug, I eventually grew a tolerance to it. Next, I'll kill a human. That's when I found out about Monika. That woman took my dad from me.
What do you care?
And she stole all the happiness from my house.
There was no happiness in you to fucking begin with, so you throw... Fucking dickhead.
So I chose her as a target. I was born with a brain disorder. I can't secrete oxytocin from my pituitary gland. And I didn't have a mother. Not a real one, I mean. My mom died giving birth to me. So, naturally, my emotions toward my dad were complicated. Sometimes I think, if I didn't kill Monika, would things be different? Maybe the murders 6 years ago never would have happened. Me, you, Rohan. Maybe none of us would have gotten mixed up in this. And maybe Shoko Nadami never would have gotten killed. Isn't destiny a curious thing? One mistake can change so many lives. Sorry, I don't have anything else to say to you. And even I'm growing tired of seeing that twisted, angry face of yours. So, shall we get started? Give me my body back. What a strange fake eye.
Oh, right, he doesn't know about Aiba.
Oh well.
Oh, but Aiba can't move because of the shock.
right. It's ready.
Date.
This is the sync room. That was...
No, Iva.
Damn it, why can't I wake up? This doesn't look like footage from a surveillance camera.
Oh, he's seeing the mental locks. Psynchin in the ChAin. Search Kaname Date. Date Kaname. Abyss Special Agent. Verify identity.
What?
Oh, that's him. Shit. Concealed. Damn it, she's going through the Somnium.
Am I being synced? Sync?
Erase.
No good. I can't turn it off.
A knife? Investigate the knife.
What? Damn it, what is this?
Rohan and 89. Rohan and Date anyway.
Go to the sync room, huh? It's a sync machine.
Saito.
Me? What was was he doing? Sync gear.
Ooh.
Again. Door? What is this? This wasn't here before. This is...
The chemical plant. What's he doing now? I guess he's getting past the third mental lock.
Help me! Help me!
There's just nothing we can do, is there?
blood. The picture! Blood. Damn. Oh, this... It's them!
Saito.
You're... It's just a mirror. You're... Damn, nothing. You're... I touched it, but nothing happened. You're... I can't. I just can't do it. Damn it!
Give him his eye back, huh? Shit.
That's it. Just a little more.
This is actually fucking horrifying.
I'm sinking. Stop it! What do I do? What is this? Ah! That was...
Oh, that was the first time they did it.